Okay, I think we're live. I got a new tool in my arsenal. We're going to see if it works. But I found out that there is a little feature I didn't know about in Streamlabs to boost the volume on things beyond 100. So, I'm testing that out today. You guys let me know if it works alright. I gotta take care. I've got a little bit of a HUD issue over here. I gotta sort out. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm trying to get my volume all sorted here and take care of some weird Streamlabs issue. Let's see here. How do I hide this? There we go. All right. Streamlabs, I found one cool feature, and then I added some other feature I didn't intend to. All right, good. There we go. Okay. Game sound is a bit loud, and you too quiet. All right. That's better than usual, because I think usual the game sound is too quiet, right? That's the usual complaint. Or do we need to boost everything? Do you guys need me to boost myself too? There we go. Lower the game volume a bit, but basically I've got myself room now. I can boost everything more. This is what I've been trying to just reduce game sound a bit. Okay. Most weeks, once we start playing the game, I get some number of people in chat who are like they want me to boost the volume up. So now I have that option. All right, cool. So we finally have an option for that, which is good. I was messing around with VoiceMater on Sunday, and it was not working well, and then found out that Streamlabs has tools built right in for exactly what I was trying to do. So keep it simple. But if we run into problems once we start talking to some NPCs, if you guys need me to tinker with the volumes again, I can. Hello, folks. Charles Joseph, I wanted to know if you have an estimate of when the AR2 SS2 patch is going to be released. As far as I know, development of it hasn't even begun. So patches for other mods to inject their factions into SS2 quest content, we've given them all the tutorials and stuff for it, but a lot of it is just they need to make it feel really good, they have to write quest content for it, right? They've got to have their characters talking about it and have an onboard conversation, otherwise it won't feel very natural. Like, we could force it in where they just show up, but it wouldn't feel good. So we had to have left it to individual mod authors. So far we haven't had anybody take us up on it. Adelino is one of the people who said they are going to do it, we just don't know when. So I know he's got other stuff going on. He's got a full-time job in the games industry. He's got a bug fix his own project. He put out something in VC recently. Like, he's got a lot going on. So I think it's just hasn't made it up to the top of his to-do list yet. Ravenswift, hello, how's it going? Omni, so far so good, good to hear. Game sound a bit loud. Oh yeah, we already read that from Bramble. Season's greetings to you, Slangel, as well. It's all Christmassy in my house. I love it. I love there's a certain vibe of going down in the living room with the lights all off and just the Christmas tree aglow. Love that feeling. I'm a big sucker for the season. A lot of Christmas movies in my house. Seasons, Greasons. What the hell are you talking about, Droner? Has everybody tried out, of those of you who enjoy Starfield, everybody tried out at Hell's Gate? I'll probably be playing it on stream on Sunday when we're back to Variety Weekend. But it's definitely best experienced yourself for the first time as opposed to watching somebody else play it. But I figure there's a large number of people who will be happy to watch it, but don't have Starfield installed or don't want to reinstall it or just don't like the game. But it's a different experience. Hell's Gate is a very different experience than the typical Starfield one. We tried to make it feel very much like you're playing a little bit of Doom. Bring on the Christmas trees. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and hit record before I forget, so we can keep the edited series going. Alright, welcome everybody. Alright, first we're going to play around, figure out some volume, because we're about to go into the finale, so I want the volume to be good. So I'm going to go ahead and fire off some shots, talk to some NPCs, and you guys tell me how the volume sounds, and we'll kind of tinker, and then we'll get going onto the final battle here. So let's start off with a big old sniper bullet. Ooh, that's pretty loud. It's pretty chunky in my ears. Oh, some shotguns. What do you guys think? Too loud? Do we need to... Because there's two ways we can adjust this. We can lower the game volume, we can bump my volume, or we could do some mix of the both. So let me know where we're standing. Or we can leave it alone if it feels good. Oh, I should try my new favorite gun. Game sound could drop a tiny bit. So the game sounds too loud, or all the volume is too loud? Am I good? My volume's good? Okay, there we go. Drop the volume on the game by 2 decibels. Let's see how this feels. I'm fine. How's that? Or we need to go a little bit further. Do a clear sky shout, man. That would be nice. That would be nice. One of the other wonders I want to add to SS2 eventually is a weather control machine. We had it in Industrial Revolution, but it wasn't cool enough. I want to do like a big, giant, flashy version and give you like a tool to call it from remotely. Game music down a little bit. Okay. I didn't even know the game music was on that high, but let's check with it. Let's see. Music down a little bit. There we go. Yeah, we don't need a ton of game music. Turn up my mic. Yeah, see you guys? Everybody wants it a little bit different. So we'll find it down. We'll find the right spot. Oh, you know what I need to try? I've never tried. I'm going to play with this new feature of gain filters, because right now I usually boost my volume of my mic with my mixer, which can peak. So I'm wondering if I can avoid that. Let me add about 3 decibels gain. There, I just added about 3 decibels gain to my mic using Streamlabs feature. Does that still sound good? Is that peaking? Or is it too loud? How are we at? Where are we at? It's so nice to have these extra tools to play with. I've been like I had no way to mess with it prior. That's good. That's a good spot. Now when I go into ASMR mode, I'll get you guys real good. Them tinkles. Congrats on the Doom stuff. Thank you, Patrick. Yeah, it's glad to see that out. It was a very interesting project. It is it's cool to see that Bethesda gave us credit for it. Like, they didn't need to. They could have totally, like, they worked with us to build that, to help celebrate Doom, and then they put our names all over it, which was pretty cool of them. So now it looks like we had a nice collab with them, which is what it turned out to be, because we built it, and then some of their folks did some work on it too. So it was a cool project, and of course we got to work on the Doom IP, which, you know, you don't just get to do that. Like, although I did see some people in the VC program put out some Fallout 4 stuff, which I thought was interesting. So I'm curious what their thinking is on that. But anyway, I'm glad they did it. They gave it out for free, and then we got credit for doing it, because it was definitely like it was a crazy project too. We did that whole Doom project in like 5 weeks. It was one of the most intense dev periods we've ever had, but it was really fun because of the crunch. In fact, we did like a first draft of everything playable in like 2 weeks. It was wild. Can you come over and adjust my speakers? I cannot. Sorry, buddy. We got some fighting going on here. Hello, sir. I have a question. One of the people, Lily, I think, said she wants to make a store, and I want to ask how to get the rest of the plots. They should have told you. After she says that, there should be a little conversation, and they should give you an objective to go talk to Jake. Matthew, is there any plan to do SS2 posters, as duty for importing t-shirts to Ireland costs around an additional 15 to 20? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I've noticed that sometimes. There's certain things in certain parts of the world just are ridiculously expensive. For some reason, sending apparel to the UK is ludicrous. I once sent so we have Team Jackets for King Gath Creations, and I shipped one to the UK, and the duty on it was absolutely nutty. It would cost almost as much as the damn jacket did. I don't know how much I can talk about it, Raven Swift. I just feel like it's the cat's out of the bag now, so like I can at least talk about all the content, and I can kind of vaguely talk about it. I'm not going to like name people I worked with or talk about specific things people at Bethesda did, because I don't know. That's just getting into sketchy territory. All right, we gotta take care of these respawns here. We'll pretend this was an airdrop. So enough out of you guys. But yeah, as far as SS2 posters, so I actually have permission from all of our artists, and I never took them up on it. Just forget. It was, I think at the time I asked them for permission, and then I couldn't figure out a good way to do it. And actually, I still need to figure that out. Somebody's using one of the cleaning markers. Wiping off that Gunner logo. Good job, buddy. So one of the things I wanted to do, and this is why it didn't happen, is I always found like posters to be, I don't know, they're kind of limited. Like how many of you still hang up posters on your walls, right? Like I think I have one poster in my office, but mostly I tend to put up like pictures or stuff that's a little more longer lasting. Because the problem with posters is they curl up, they tear, they start to fade if you get them hit with sunlight. Like I don't know, I don't find them to be the best material. So I was trying to do disc plates, and Discord has a program for people to sell disc plates on there, but I never got approved for it. But all of our artists said it was cool if we put up like the some of the various pieces of art. Like we did the promo art for the chapters, and we have the custom magazines and stuff like that. And being able to turn those into disc plates I thought would be really cool as an alternative to posters. But I should try it again. I tried it years ago through display, but maybe they would be, I know they're way more into third-party stuff, so I can put up custom pieces for myself, but I don't know how to list them for other people, so maybe that's something I can look into again. Nick Carter, whose idea was it to do a Doom mod? That was actually Bethesda pitched that to me when we were in a discussion because of QuakeCon coming up, and I think because they knew before the public knew that Doom, that the Dark Ages was going to be, I think they pitched it before the Dark Ages trailer was dropped, so I think they were just trying to add to that celebration. And then they said we could do whatever we want. They were just like we want to do something cool for Doom, and we came up with the pitch of what we wanted to do. A lot of it was, we had to pull it off, we had to
the Institute's fall be a lesson.
We had to get it done within a timetable, because they wanted to release it for certain celebrations. So they had a couple of ideas in mind for doing it. Like they were talking about doing it for QuakeCon, and then talking about doing it for the Doom anniversary, which is what they ended up settling on. So we had to get it done before any of those to make sure that they had it ready to go. And then they used the trailer for QuakeCon as kind of like a segue from showing off creations to pivoting to, hey, it's QuakeCon time, let's talk about Doom and Quake. So that is why the trailer released way back then, because we basically had it done way back then. And then I think they were just waiting for the right opportunity to release it, and they wanted to do some stuff on it, so they did a little bit of stuff on it before it got released. And I'm sure they got a lot going on over there, so a lot of stuff happened between when we built it and when they finally got released. But yeah, I will probably play through it on Sunday, so anybody who doesn't have Starfield installed or isn't interested in playing Starfield can still check out what we made, and then maybe I'll reveal some bits that some people missed. I saw a lot of people in comments on various YouTube videos and Reddit and such that they missed the Super Shotgun. And I watched somebody do it in a playthrough. I watched them run right by it, and I was like, wow, I thought for certain no one would miss that. So having like a succinct playthrough up on YouTube, because I've played it so many times, I can run through the whole thing in 20 minutes. That it will help people make sure they don't miss anything. All right, so I guess it's time to start. We're on the last battle, which is crazy because it's been years, this playthrough. Now, even when this last battle's over, there's still a lot of content after it, and you guys know me. I'll just start another playthrough as soon as it's over. But it still feels wild to be like coming to an end on this character, basically. But let's get into it. We got everybody over here waiting for us.
It's done.
Nice work securing those locations. The strike team's arrived at the checkpoint, and the defense team is primed to move out. Are you ready for us to begin?
Oh, I've got the Aiden bug. Do you guys see that? Aiden's not wearing his his eye patch. So that was a when we put out the patch with the outfits, I gotta pause it so that you guys can hear me over the thunder. We put out the patch for the outfits to do the to allow the faction outfit to get used during certain sequences, like the final battle here. I forgot to put a separate one for Aiden with his eye patch in it, and so I pulled it off of him. We've fixed it since, so if you have a save after the most recent patch, you won't have this issue. But I did not have that patch installed when I did that last quest, so Aiden got his eye patch removed. Oops, he's a faker.
I'd like a progress report.
Our latest dispatch indicates the strike team is readying their diversionary action. Whether their plan will work remains to be seen.
The others?
Those assigned to tech support are standing by. They'll follow behind the defense team with our first wave of troops. The artillery team is stationed in an outpost. We'll relay with them whenever there's inbound gunner backup that need taking care of. Our infiltration squad departed for Quincy hours ago. They're maintaining radio silence, but will contact us when needed. Air support is off securing the use of a vertibird. They should have something ready to fly by the time we need it. Our mission support is already manning our radios. They're prepping for coordination between the other teams as we speak.
Do we have enough troops for the assault?
Rest assured, our numbers are more than adequate for a successful operation.
Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna be able to look at Aiden this whole time without his eye patch. It's just gonna
Not
bother
just
me.
yet. I need a minute.
We're on a tight schedule. Make it quick.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go help Aiden for Armo. Player.add item. Aiden's eye patch. 2-5. Actually, he probably still has it in his inventory. But this is gonna drive me nuts if I don't fix this. So we're just gonna fix it for our save right now. Click on Aiden. What is it? What is the command for this to open? Is it open actor inventory? Open actor container? Something like that. Yeah, there we go. So let's see. Oh, he's got a bunch of notes from Jake. That's interesting. And then we will give him his... Oh, it's not player usable, so I can't see it. Okay, then we got to add it to him directly. So we got to go... Add item. Oh, but I can't see it, so I can't equip. Okay, let me try... We're gonna try this. How about we go... Can I just equip item? Let's see if that worked. Oh, no, let's try it like this. Equip item, there it is. He's back. All right, let's save. I don't want to ever see that again, Aiden. Okay.
Where were we?
The strike teams arrived at the checkpoint, and the defense team is primed to move out. Are you ready for us to begin?
Get the troops ready for attack.
Understood. Making the call. Strike team, this is HQ. You have a go. Time to give the gunners their wake-up
I
call.
realize I can do this. Grab all the ammo. Ah, it's still broken. It's supposed to fire a flare over there, and it works.
Not exactly subtle.
It works when we try and
won't
fix
be
it,
long now.
but not when people play it for real.
Assuming they take the bait.
Oh, what happened there? Oh, it's because I ran too far away. Oh, hold on. What's this over here? Nightingale cache. All right.
Where were we?
The strike teams arrived at the checkpoint, and the defense team is primed to move out. Are you ready for us to begin?
We're ready. Just required
Get the troops ready for attack.
3 distractions.
Understood. Making the call.
Oh, did we find a way to sequence break? I think we did. Well, good thing I happened to save right before Aiden, but I actually want to put that down in my notes, so I'm going to put down save Q battle. Q battle is what we call internally the final battle. It was short for Quincy battle. Sequence broken. Should be an easy fix for anybody else who runs into this, but I'm guessing the rest of you are a little more well behaved with yours, so I'm gonna go back to here. Alright, now let's grab all this stuff before we forget. There we go. Save again.
Where were we?
The strike team's arrived at the checkpoint, and the defense team is primed to move out. Are you ready for us to begin?
Get the troops ready for attack.
Understood. Making the call. Strike team, this is HQ. You have a go. Time to give the gunners their wake-up call.
So yeah, when it points your camera over there, it's supposed to show you a flare in the sky. It hasn't worked in a while.
Subtle.
It won't be long now. Assuming they take the bait.
This is Hyde Park Lookout. Gunners on the move. Repeat, gunners are on the move. Multiple squads exiting Quincy.
Ha! Got him! Hook, line, and sinker.
Salvador to strike team. Gunners inbound. Good luck.
You seem pretty convinced this will work.
What I think is irrelevant. But there are times when it is necessary to give the appearance of confidence.
Hyde Park Lookout to HQ. Gunner forces approaching checkpoint. They've engaged the strike team.
Take them down, Berman.
My God. I've never seen such... Multiple hostiles neutralized. No friendly casualties. And I think... Yes, affirmative. Additional gunner units departing Quincy, heading straight towards the checkpoint. What a bunch of dumbasses. Shoot a few dozen in the crotch and suddenly you're public enemy #1. Now keep these idiots busy and off your back. Get your troops into Quincy and do what you gotta.
Wow. Can't believe it, but almost feel sorry for the gunners.
The number of gunners in Quincy will be drastically reduced after this. The mission was a complete success. This was a promising start to our assault. Let's pray the rest follow suit. Defense team, you're to proceed to Quincy. Remember, you're to clear and secure the route. All right, prepare to move.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. The holotape. It has to Quincy.
What are you talking about?
The holotape from 111, the one Magnusson instructed us to download data to, it must be brought to Quincy during our assault.
What makes you say that?
We recovered more of the doctor's message. He said to stop the gunners, the holotape must be brought to Quincy, or else you will not succeed.
Well, in that case, you better give me the tape. I'll make sure it gets into Quincy.
No, it needs to be the chief. Dr. Magnusson was very clear on his instructions. There's something about your Pip-Boy that means you're the only one who can do... something. But what that something is, we're still not sure.
Why your Pip-Boy, and not mine or Mansfield's? They're virtually identical apart from that yours has the firmware upgrade.
No problem. I'd be glad to help.
I'm glad. I wasn't sure what we would do otherwise. We'll continue our efforts to repair the array and recover the rest of Magnusson's message. With luck, we'll find out what the holotape is for. Before it's too late.
Well, if you're going to Quincy, I ain't letting you go alone. I'm coming too. We'll figure out what to do with that holotape together.
A team of 3 is stronger than a team of 2. I'll come as well.
Okay.
Defense team, change of plans. In addition to your previous objectives, you must now accompany the chief to Quincy's entrance. You are to protect the chief at all costs.
Bah! Sickle understand. Quiet your noise.
I know you tend to operate independently, but that can leave you vulnerable. So stick with the defense team, and they'll see you to Quincy safely.
Once you've arrived, we'll make radio contact and offer further guidance.
Time to move out. And Chief, good luck to you.
Okay, let's roll.
Sickle's tummy hurt.
Not a good time for that.
Stay close to Sickle. We walk on road.
Oh, this is awesome. I've never seen the a lot of these extra dialogue lines from the individual characters, because I see most people who've done these quests that I've watched the streams of, I haven't seen them pick the characters that have extra lines of the factions.
Getting hungry?
Yes?
Go away, bleeder.
Hey, I'm on your side, buddy.
I need to get back to Diamond City one of these days. Biggest town I ever saw.
Go away, bleeder.
Let them lead the way. Let them take on all the hits.
No green stuff here. Yes!
Nick Carter, any major fixes in the next patch? Nothing major yet. It's been mostly stuff that I've seen in my own streams.
Go away, bleeder.
But I have not had a chance to go dig into the Git lately because I have been working on during my Fallout time. I've been working on the new companion status HUD that I'm working on. I was trying to get it done before the end of the month for Merry Modding Days. I don't know if I'm gonna pull it off, but I'm trying right now.
What?
If you work, you eat.
We are here.
How's that?
You and you, stay. No let gunmen pass. Must keep moving. Still more road.
He told the HQ people to stay. Oh, I guess I should clean up those rads. Let's see here. That way.
Go away, bleeder. Go away, bleeder.
If you ain't been up to see Grey Gun,
Oh,
you should go. The whole place run by robots.
showing them all as hostile. That's weird.
Icky spugles. Smash them all.
Icky spugles. Alright, let's let them fight. I'm gonna see this. Let's see all these miniguns light up. There we go.
Rusty old bones full of red juice. Dead now. All dead. Go away, bleeder. Stay here. Protect human friends from gunmen and spugles. Still more walking. Follow Sickle.
Oh man, he's got a whole bunch of lines. I don't know who he said to leave somebody behind, but I don't think anybody stayed behind. I don't know what went wrong there. I've seen that work before. It'll we have a couple of, so the way this whole thing is rigged up, wait, what's this? They're just dead gunners. We have a bunch of aliases set up, which an alias is basically, I can imagine like a slot during a quest, and it can be fed any NPC, and then they'll do things. So that's how we can dynamically change to any factions. And I know there's, for the guys that stay behind, there are slots, and whoever's in that slots will stay behind, but apparently Sickle's troop just decided to ignore those slots. Could be that I have it set up incorrectly for everybody. Maybe nobody stays behind currently. Absolutely possible. I broke it when I rejigged it to work with injected factions.
Go away, bleeder. What human want?
Oh, let me guess. Are the gunners fighting the Mire Queen over there? Oh no, that's our people, I think. I don't think those are gunners. Oh, they got it under control. We gotta make it defensive.
There?
Oh, hello. Is that bot T-posing? Sentry bot? Heck yeah. Light him up, guys. Oh, he's coming to life. He was like stunned there for a second.
friends!
Good old janky physics. Wait, this dude's got a baton? What are you doing? Come here,
Hi,
come
how
here.
are you? Yeah? Huh?
Can't trade gear with him. Okay.
What the?
Oh, looks like we turned this legendary gunner to our side. Not this one, though.
Here now. Guard road. No let gunmen pass. You sneaky bucks talk with friends. They tell you what to do next. Go! Fight strong! Fight like super mutant! Wait. Sickle smells something. Ah! Sneaky human! A gun at Sickle? No! Smash it! Smash the gunman human! Someone there!
Another notch for the
Fly!
Oh.
Sickle is good. Go!
Oh, I wonder if this was supposed to be the sniper and it bugged out. He turned to our side.
Hello? It's Mansfield. I've been waiting for you.
Mansfield, we're about to enter Quincy. But before we go any further, it sure would be helpful if we knew what to do with this holotape.
Yes, well, we have recovered more of Magnusson's message, but we're still figuring out the whole holotape thing.
That's not helpful, Cedric.
So, what's the issue?
The holotape is somehow pivotal in our attack plan. Just don't ask me how. We have, however, learned what you're meant to do as soon as you enter the town. It seems Quincy has a plutonium well, like the one in Concord. We believe it needs to be reactivated. Or perhaps have its power output diverted? We're not entirely sure.
At least we sort of know what we need to do next. Thanks for the update, Mansfield.
I'm sorry we couldn't give you more. We'll keep working on the array. Be careful out there.
Okay then, let's go find this plutonium well.
The tech team was trailing behind us. I saw them heading towards the red rocket up ahead. We should check in with them, see if they can provide any help.
Okay, let's roll. And I just don't trust you, buddy. Okay, here's the red rocket over here. What is this? Was this at Tomatoys? Is that what that location is right there? Oh, there's one of our guys over there. Ah, here we go.
Good to see you. We've made arrangements for a large number of robots to support the attack. They'll arrive here shortly. I've also disabled some of the gunner turrets inside of Quincy, but there's still a few that remain operational. I can also report that a minefield near the town's entrance has been cleared, but there may be more mines beyond the entrance, so be careful. And we have one more thing to help you in the attack. This robot here can assist you in neutralizing any gunners you might encounter.
How is a synth going to help us?
Don't be picky. I'll take help from anything that can fire a weapon. Or at the very least, draw enemy fire away from us.
Good. We could use some backup for this.
It's no miler, but I guess it might be useful.
Can't help with anything else. As far as tech goes, that's everything we can do to help. The rest is up to you. Good luck.
Synth, pull out your gun.
We gotta enter Quincy.
Oh, wait, here comes our robot back up. Okay. Let's head in. I think it's time for, I think it's gonna be, oh, Jesus. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say jet time with a shotgun, but I think I gotta find Tessa. Oh, Baker. Sorry, I thought it was Tessa who was up there.
Our company!
Oh, God. Where'd he go? Maybe he ran out of ammo, finally? they take him out already? Yeah, we got support from everywhere. Hell yeah. Hey, here we go. Brotherhood. Move in there. I want to help. Get in there. Where'd he go? Alright, you guys got this. Take him out, Brotherhood. It's the Death Squad rolling in here. Alright, wants me to kill somebody up there really badly. Move out of the way. Oh, there's the power grenade. Okay, there we go. Alright. We have got an army here. Fantastic. Oh yeah, you guys have this, no problem. Where the hell are Jake and Aiden? What do we got here? Our water engineer. Jake, Aiden, let's roll. This way. Hey, buddy.
The plutonium mine. This must be it. After you.
Alright, I heard him. Oh man, that's our mech bot doing that, all those crazy sounds.
We're in. What now?
We should make our way to the main reactor room. Once we're in there, what we've got to do here might become clear. Oh, it's all right. We can find another way to the reactor room.
Alright.
Perimeter
Gunner
movement
bots!
detected.
Let's take him down!
Possible stealth unit in the AO.
That's for you. No. Alright, apparently I got him real good with that grenade. I'll take it. Okay, I think that's it for enemies down here. Nope, nope, I hear something.
We got a gunner down here.
Who?
Oh. Tried to throw a grenade and I just turned my flashlight on. Alright, let's bank that off the wall. Got him. And for the turrets. That freaking sound effect. Okay, now I think we can get in. There we go.
Well, this sure looks like a reactor room.
Now to find out if I can remember the sequence that you've got to do.
Let's see if we can't figure out what's going on here. Huh. It appears Quincy's making power demands that this well can't meet.
What you staring at there, buddy? Very interesting. Oh, he's waiting for me. Okay.
Can you tell me more about this reactor?
Only one reactor's up and running. But if I'm reading this right, the current energy demand calls for all three.
And just... who is it who wants all this energy? The gunners?
No, I don't think so. Majority of what this reactor's pumping out seems to be going somewhere beneath the town. I think I just figured out what we're meant to do here. Magnusson told us he had a lab hidden underneath Quincy. If I were to venture a guess, I'd say we're here to provide that lab with more power.
Interesting idea.
Well, it's pure speculation, but that's never stopped me before. Now, it seems these reactors were designed to operate in some sort of cycling sequence. As one ramps up output, another powers down.
Maybe I don't say this kind of thing enough, but glad you're with us, Jake. Can't imagine trying to figure this kind of crap out without you.
Well, thanks, Aiden. I appreciate the kind words. Now, about these reactors, if we overrode their safety system, I bet we could get all three of them humming at once. Ah, there! All the power Magnusson can need. Assuming that is why we're here.
Zuzo, we talk about that every time we create one of these in any of our mods. How do we make the fail?
I'm starting to think there may have been a
stakes
good
feel
reason
higher
for that
in real
safety system.
in these kind of systems?
All the reactors are starting to run just a little too hot for comfort.
You got any more bright ideas?
Actually, yeah, I do. Looks like there are coolant tanks behind the reactors. Hey, hon, be a dear and see if you can find a way to get that coolant flowing. And I'll see what I can do here.
Okay. I'm pretty sure this is just a order puzzle, so...
No good! Things are heating up again.
Is it this one?
You sure that was the right thing to do? Things are getting hot again.
Okay, so I'm gonna guess it is...
We gotta figure out a way to get the coolant flowing into those reactors. Look around the room. There's gotta be something here that can help.
I feel like it's this one?
Whatever you just did, lower the
Okay.
heat. Keep it up.
And then probably this one, because I'm gonna guess we don't just do them in order right to left, so it's probably this next.
Good job.
And then
We're
the middle.
almost at safe thermal levels. That did it. Whew. Reactors are returning back to safe temperatures.
I guess one of the ways we could turn up the heat there with that would be where the player... So one of the things we always discuss when we're trying to create these feelings of, like, panic for the player is, in a Bethesda game, they tend to not really have stakes, right? You don't really ever have to worry about time. You're allowed to play at your own pace. I think one way we might be able to pull that off in the future would be have you start losing health, because then you can at least spam stim packs in between, so that way you would it's very unlikely you would die. Maybe if you're somebody who came completely unprepared for this battle, but I think most people would have enough stim packs and food and stuff to keep themselves alive while they figure out the puzzle. That could be a way to add some weight to it, maybe.
Jake.
Okay. Power's flowing nice and steady. Should be good to keep things like this for at least a few hours. Still, I wonder why Magnusson needs so much power.
I would think that to be obvious, Mr. Evans. We need that additional power to defeat the Gunners and Vault-Tec. Honestly, why do I even bother concocting the most ingenious of plans when no one even pays attention to the key details?
So why come out here?
Why come here? I hope you're joking.
That data you sent us damaged the array. We only got half your communication. You're lucky we were able to decipher as much as we have.
Ah. Yes. Message fragmentation was always a possibility. My bad. Sorry.
My bad.
It took this long to make contact?
My apologies. After severing communications, it took longer to re-establish them than I anticipated. Nevertheless, with the power increase you've just provided, I can now establish a direct link to your Pip-Boy, functional comm array or no.
It was just an accident.
Whilst regrettable, the damage to the array was necessary.
Also, it offered a short respite from the prying ears of the gunners and Vault-Tec. And while they do still have that ability to eavesdrop, at least now they cannot do so with such impunity.
Never mind about that. The important thing is we heard enough to know to attack Quincy. We got soldiers fighting as we speak. And more on the way.
Yes, I'm well aware of the situation. Whilst working to restore our radio link, I've also been keeping tabs on the gunners. Based on what I've intercepted, the gunners have been making efforts to hinder your reinforcements' arrival to Quincy. However, your near-impenetrable defenses have left them demoralized. As such, your incoming troops should arrive unmolested and in high spirits.
That's good to hear. Sounds like our choice for the defense team was the right call.
Go Sickle.
Look, Doctor, we downloaded the data you wanted to the holotape, and we got your power back on. So besides killing more gunners, what's next?
Just tell me what you need done.
Right, yes. Since it seems you didn't get all the details, I shall reiterate the plan. Time is short, so I'll be succinct. The reason I had you activate the plutonium well is so I'd have enough power to send a little announcement to Vault-Tec. An announcement you will help me send, with the data that's on the holotape you brought. You did bring the holotape with you, yes?
What kind of announcement are we talking about?
The kind that should get Vault-Tec off of our backs once and for all.
I've got it right here.
Good. And I can assume you know what you must do with the tape?
This holotape. What's on it?
The holotape you recovered from 111. It contains information for a number of my creations, including Luna Colony's computer system. The data burst I sent the comm array decrypted these files, allowing me to utilize them in our disruption of Vault-Tec. So, you know what you're doing?
Not really, no.
You really have been operating in the dark. Well, allow me to illuminate. You're to bring yourself and that holotape to a transmission tower in Quincy. Upon arrival, you'll insert the holotape into your Pip-Boy and plug your adapter into the tower's interface. Then, with you acting as my relay, we broadcast our announcement to Luna Colony and Vault-Tec. This broadcast will completely disrupt Vault-Tec's communications. No more contact with the gunners. No more eavesdropping. Leaving us free to activate Atomic Rain and end this war.
Give me the details.
Simply put, we will be sending Vault-Tec multiple data bursts, not dissimilar to the one I sent the comm array. This will disrupt their communications, possibly even crashing their comm system, if we're lucky.
I'm ready to get to work.
Good. Your victory is close at hand.
Right then, guess we're done here. Time for us to get going.
Whoa there! Hold your horses, laddie boy. Someone needs to stay down here and monitor the reactors. And that someone is you.
Wait, what? Well, I guess I am the best person for the job. Okay, I'll stay here and keep an eye on things. But I'll catch up with you as soon as I can.
Looks like it's just you and me. Let's go.
I'll be accompanying you as well, albeit indirectly. Since I've now a direct link to your Pip-Boy, I'll be able to guide you. So, enough gabbing, and let us make haste to the radio tower!
Okay, let's go. Whoops. I wonder if I can get into that other door that needed. Can we get in here now?
Have to find the card.
No. Oh, it's just open now. Oh, we got some bonus treasure up here. All right. What else we got? What's this?
Can't break the code.
Huh. Where does this go? Oh, it's like another entranceway into it. Okay. Interesting. When are we getting chapter 4 where we send a landing party to the moon? Yeah, no, that's not until we get, yeah, there's I can't even think of anything. I was trying to think of the circumstances under which that would happen, and I can't think of them. Probably when we get enough money to pay a salary to everybody to work on SS2 for a year. That's when it'll happen. How's the run been so far? So far, so good. I'm taking some notes, some like little things that I want to touch up. Like there's a bunch of stuff that used to happen during the defense leg of the quest that didn't happen, and I think I broke it. So when there was I think it was, what was it, patch 3.10 maybe, where I basically allowed for other add-on authors to inject more factions into the system. I had to rebuild all of the various parts of the Battle of Quincy to be more dynamic instead of hard-coded, and I think I probably screwed up some of the setup for that broke some of the sequencing. So, but it's minor, like it doesn't break the whole quest. It's just there's a lot of little like micro events that are supposed to happen throughout the Battle of Quincy to pay off or punish your choices if you made bad choices.
Shit. Gunner's got reinforcements ahead of us.
Surrender! We have you surrounded!
Ah, hello there. One of our patrols said that you're in a bit of a pickle. Well, don't you worry. The CPD is here to help.
Let's do this.
Got that. You got that artillery. All right, let's go.
Glad we confiscated those artillery kits. Who knew we'd be putting them to use ourselves? Well, back to work. Stay safe.
I feel like oh, they're there. They're inside this whole thing. Ah, up there. Thanks, Jared. Here, I got it. Alright, can we get your fusion core? I think. Nice.
Now that's dealt with, push forward to the radio tower.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, let's go. Alright, oh.
Hey, Chief? Sorry to interrupt, but we got trouble. Of the atomic variety. We're 99% sure that the gunners have snuck a nuke into Quincy. Sal reckons they plan to blow it up once they got what they want. Or if it looks like they're gonna lose. Either way, it's bad news for us.
What is it with the gunners and trying to nuke us?
Curses and damnation! We can't ignore this. Postpone the radio tower. Where is the nuke located?
Cassandra used some science mumbo-jumbo to figure it out. It's in the super-duper mart.
Science mumbo-jumbo.
And, one more thing. We found proof one of our people's been leaking intel to the gunners. It's wise. So, if you see him out there, well, I'm sure you'll do what's best. Good luck, Chief.
And we sent Wise to lead our what do you call that group? The I forgot the name of it. Infiltration group.
Take care of the nuke. I'll hold position here and protect your flank. Rest assured no gunners will trail you or stage an ambush. Not while I'm on guard. And if you happen to see that gunner rat Wise shuckling around with his pals, don't hesitate to put a bullet between his eyes.
Okay. Alright, let's pop a save here.
Ah, there you are. I was just about to radio you, let you know the situation here. But given your presence, seems you're already in the loop. The gunners are busy setting up a nuke. But if we act fast, I think we can stop them.
What exactly is going on here?
From what I've been able to find out, the gunners hauled in a nuke all the way from Province Bay. Probably the same type as what they tried to drop on HQ. My guess is that they're rigging it to blow once they have that tape thing they're after.
Okay, so I can't remember how... There's a way to navigate through this spying thing. I feel like we can't just ignore it, though. We gotta confront it. Let's see here.
I don't like being lied to.
Ah, right. I was wondering when you might catch on to that. But it's not what you think. Yeah, I have been feeding Lamont info on you. But it's all been false intel, I swear. When you met with Algernon, you could have killed him. But you didn't. And I was grateful for that. I just wanted to help you.
Why didn't you tell me before?
I doubt I'm the only person on the gunner's information payroll. As such, it was best if I kept my head down and appeared to be playing along. I knew you'd find out at some point, but I didn't expect it to be at this particular moment. The timing isn't exactly ideal. I must have been careless during my last communication. Dropped too many breadcrumbs. You see, Lamont wanted intel on your troop numbers. I assure her that you barely had any soldiers. That you'd only need a nominal force to hold Quincy. Whoops-a-daisy. I guess that was a lie.
Is that really why you lied to me?
Look, it's like this. During my bid to exit the Commonwealth, I was captured by the gunners and taken to Lamont. I was given a choice. Either infiltrate your group and provide intel, or take my chances with a blindfold and a firing squad. I accepted Lamont's terms, but I never had any intention of giving her what she wanted. Instead, I've been sending the gunners disinformation. I've been exaggerating things like your settlement defenses, troop numbers, or your awareness of gunner movements. My aim was to exploit the fog of war as much as possible, disorientate the gunners, and give you as much of an edge as I could.
That seems plausible. Alright, we're gonna trust him.
I believe you. Thanks.
Ah, good. That's a relief to hear. I appreciate the trust. Anyway, enough about me. More about that nuke on the other side of this wall. Now, I think I've got a plan on how to deal with this whole situation.
Now, I think that Wise thing, I think, can play out differently depending on how you did the Battle of GNN. Like, if you pissed off Algernon, if you let people go or didn't let them go, and if you chose Aiden's plan, I think, like, all of that has an impact on how this Wise situation plays out.
What's your plan exactly?
First of all, take these. You'll need them. Now, this place had a little pest problem, so they used to pump pesticide through the air ducts. If you ask me, I'd say the gunners count as pests. There. The gas is floating to Mart. Should knock most of the gunners out and halt their work on the nuke. I've unlocked most of the doors here and disabled security. The rest is up to you. Oh, and don't forget to wear a mask.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's, I'm not wearing a helmet anyway for some reason. Let's go ahead and get that gas mask on. I just heard the gunners die to the gas.
Who's
hey,
there?
Okay, well, that turret's not turning on me, so maybe that's one of the things he did for us. That one ate it. Looks like he puked some blood there.
What?
Uh-oh. I did it again. My grenade key in Starfield is my flashlight key in this. Woo. that everybody? Wait, what? Oh, we almost killed a cat. Mr. Hissy Pants just lives in this super duper mart apparently.
No use.
There we
Didn't
go.
think I'd leave you to fight solo, did
Whoa.
you? I'll keep tabs on things here. See you later, Chief.
Oh, that was,
Excellent work. With the nuke dealt with, you can
Wait,
now
you see
proceed to
that?
the radio tower at once.
there's like some crazy distortion over there. Look at this. It's like causing a duplication. I think that's like a hole in the level. Look at that. That's weird. Oh, I know what it is. We have a, there's a, what do you call it? You know, the thing that adds like the heat wave view? You can kind of see it shimmering just above the shelf. I don't know if you guys can see it because it's probably too low res. But I think the edge of it is right over here and it causes this crazy like mirrored effect. It was like two Wises for a second. I guess I'm gonna have to, oh, sorry, settlers. Whoa, did you see that? Look at that. Man, I feel like we could use that for something like this, whatever's causing this. This feels like we could use it to create some crazy level that tricks people's senses out. Some optical illusion stuff going on. I feel like we're about to hit another event, so I'm gonna get this rat away going. And a little quick save action. Yeah, I almost died to the rads by being fascinated by the illusion. Oh no, we ran out of coffee already? No good. Or should I say tea? I'm actually had tea today. I realized 5 cups of coffee was risking an ulcer for the day, so switched over to some tea. Nick, are any interested in the new Indiana Jones game? I didn't at first, but now I hear that like all the people that I tend to trust for reviews are loving the game. So, like, and someone described it as Indiana Jones meets Dishonored. Ooh, that sounds amazing. I love the Dishonored games. Wait, what the hell just happened?
Sentinel.
Whoa!
This battle is reaching a critical point, but we won't let you fight alone. Your brothers and sisters stand by your side. Onwards to victory.
Ad Victorium.
Hell yeah.
Over here, over here!
Take him out, Liberty Prime.
Hit him from the side! Go!
Yeah, I'll just stand back and let them do dirty work. Apparently we've been fighting all night. Oh. Nice. He just chucked a bomb right up at where that guy was. Fantastic. Alright, let's make our way up there. Hopefully we don't get nuked by Liberty Prime here. Alright, how do we get up there? I think this way.
Huh? Who's there?
Hell yeah. Wait, look who joined us. Berman made it in. Woo, good thing I stopped.
Engaging with Chinese aggressors.
No. Oof.
Covering fire. Go! Keep your heads down.
This feels so awesome to see like all these characters you know running around doing stuff. Yeah, I just did the same thing, Aiden. with you. Falling off these ledges. Alright, where do we go? Where do we go? Down here. There we go. I think this is the way. Yeah, this feels right. This feels right. Alright, we gotta get up there. I think we get a little higher here. There we go.
Ah, you've made it! Quickly now! Connect your Pip-Boy via the socket on the nearby console!
You see the knights on the roof over there of the church? That's awesome. Oh, you gunners are effed. Oh, that was weird.
Yes, yes! There's the connection! Now, load the holotape! Don't dawdle! Time is of the essence!
Oh, you don't see, that's a big speaker, Magnusson. Way too loud.
Good, good! Yes! The relevant files have been decrypted. We can begin compiling the broadcast data to Vault-Tec. This will take some time and my full concentration. I hope you're prepared. The gunners will try to stop you.
How long will it take?
I can't say for certain. It will largely depend on how stable a radio connection the gunners have with Vault-Tec. But once they catch on to our game, you should anticipate a volatile reaction.
Good luck, Doctor.
Thank you. The same to you. Hit the button on the console when you're ready, and stay in range of the tower, else you'll break our connection.
Okay, wait, where's the button? Oh, up here. This button.
More ground.
Beginning to compile the necessary code.
Looks like I have a ground.
In range of the radio tower.
Yeah, I think we have so many troops we're not gonna have to fight at all. We did have it a discussion at one point of just like spawning troops up here, even though it doesn't make any sense, just to give the player something to do. But look at that settler.
Hello. Enemy aircraft have been detected approaching Quincy. I'd advise great caution.
Confirmation on airborne hostiles. Pilots report 2 Stingrays intercepted and destroyed. They're damaged but still inbound. Hold on tight. The Brotherhood is on its way.
Okay, so we should see
incoming gunners.
We should periodically. Oh, there goes one. I think one of them is over there. Oh my god, it's so loud.
In the air.
Where? Where? Oh, there goes one. You see that? This thing crashes. Oh, so good. I love it. Where's our gunner, or our air support? I know we're supposed to get a wave of vertebrates flying in at some point. I want to help, but they're all like directly underneath me. Everybody's got them held outside of town.
Enemy aircraft.
Where? Where? Oh, there's another one. And crashed.
This is Mansfield. More enemy aircraft on the way. Keep your eyes on the sky.
The Brotherhood is here to back you up, Sentinel.
Oh, oh.
Beginning broadcast!
There they come.
Vault-Tec should start feeling the effects soon. Keep those gunners busy!
I think this is a little bug I have on my list already, is that they like get stuck inside of each other. Like I don't know how many are there, but they're all like very weirdly. Ah! Staggering boxing glove. He just flew right up to me. Thanks for the loot, guys. Feel free to toss some more up here. You guys are a little late to the party. But yeah, when you pick all of the best factions, like, they just roll this town so hard.
Incoming gunners!
With the extra power you sent to my lab, my computers are more than able to compensate.
One more over here. Nope, nothing I can reach. It's one of those moments where I wish I had a camera set up so you guys can see the big shit-eating grin on my face right now. I love when this all works. It's so good. So SAG freaking crushed it with this.
Try to block my signal, will you? Tech bastards! Take this! Ha! That's what you get for underestimating the genius of Carl S. Magnusson! We did it! Vault-Tech's communications are down! I'm transmitting the atomic rain access codes to Olivia.
Whew. So loud on that speaker.
It's done. A number of satellites are responding. Yes. Nukes primed and ready for launch. All that's left is for you to give the order. You can call the strike with your Pip-Boy. As soon as you're ready, find a spot with decent reception and simply push the button.
Okay.
Good job. Let's find a good vantage point. If we're lucky, we might even see when the nukes hit the gunner's base.
Okay. Alright, so we're gonna save here. And I'm gonna let you guys see the gunners get blown up, but then we're gonna roll back because I think my final save, I'm actually gonna let them live because we're doing pacifist. Just like we let Berman live, we're gonna let the gunners live because there are some really cool things that happen when you do that. So we're gonna save here. But first we gotta, you guys all need the catharsis of watching them explode after.
Whoa! Hold on! My services at the plutonium well were no longer required, so I made my way over as fast as I could. This is it, huh? It's almost over.
Yeah, it seems you found a decent spot. I'm patching your Pip-Boy into the satellite system. There. You may launch atomic rain at your discretion.
So, you give the order to those satellites, and no more gunners. No more war. We win. You ready to do this?
Finally, we have an advantage.
A lot of sweat and blood to get here. About time we had the upper hand.
We already tried showing the gunners mercy, and look what it got us. This time we can't make the same mistake.
Aiden might be right. I'm not happy about it, but it might be for the best.
Lock and load. Let's do this.
Atomic rain satellites are responding. Missiles launched. Impact in 4, 3, 2, 1. Contact.
My God. I had no idea it would be so.
I can't believe it's over.
It's done. Province Bay has been destroyed. I imagine whatever fight the gunners have left will soon subside. We have our victory.
Okay. So now you guys got to watch that little explosion. Obviously the explosion not hyper impressive or anything. We had to do it because it's supposed to be like I don't know, what would you say, Sir Rick? What did we determine Province Bay is? Like hundreds of miles away? It's a far reach, or it's pretty far. I don't, maybe not multiple hundreds, but it's far enough away where you shouldn't even be able to see any of the nuke, but that would have been really unsatisfying. So we had to put something out there. All right, so we're gonna load back because I'm gonna show you guys an ending that I bet very, very few of you have ever seen, even if you've played through this multiple times. So we're gonna load back to this one. Lachlan Williams, will the Creation Club content Gunners versus Minutemen conflict with this? No, it would probably just, if you didn't clear out Quincy before this, it would probably just happen at the same time. And if you did it before, well, we respawn Quincy anyway when you come back here, so you should be able to do both of them. Wait, did I miss something? Why does Jake and Aiden have Minutemen insignia? Definitely not complaining, it looks cool as heck. So if you have SS2 Extended and you research the faction uniform, there are a couple of quest moments now where your core guys will show up wearing it.
Whoa! Hold on! My services at the plutonium well were no longer required, so made my way over as fast as I could. This is it, huh? It's almost over.
Yeah, it seems you found a decent spot. I'm patching your Pip-Boy into the satellite system. There. You may launch atomic rain at your discretion.
So, you give the order to those satellites, and no more gunners. No more war. We win. You ready to do this?
Finally, we have an advantage.
A lot of sweat and blood to get here. About time we had the upper hand.
We already tried showing the Gunners mercy, and look what it got us. This time we can't make the same mistake.
Aiden might be right. I'm not happy about it, but it might be for the best.
Is it too late to change my mind?
We've all sacrificed a lot to get here. But I trust your judgment. We all do. Whatever you decide, we've got your back.
I won't do it.
If we don't do this now, we might lose our only chance to wipe out the Gunners.
I'll figure something out.
This is extremely foolhardy. We have no idea if and when Vault-Tec will resume contact with the Gunners. To even delay is to invite ruin. But it is your decision. You'd better have a damn good ace up your sleeve.
You'll just have to trust me.
Honestly, I'm relieved. Blowing up the Gunners' boats is one thing, but dropping nukes on them? That's the kind of guilt I think I could live without.
Well, when you put it that way. Even without using atomic rain, for the time being, we've won. Any remaining Gunners will either surrender, or meet a swift end. So what's next?
There is but one task remaining, the retrieval of the Ingram tape. I shall grant you access to my lab. Coordinates have been sent to your Pip-Boy. Once the tape is safely in your possession, the Gunners will have truly failed, and this war will be unequivocally over.
It'll be good to finally meet you in person, Doc. Get a pot of coffee brewing. We'll be there soon.
All right, so there's still more to this. There's like so many layers to this alternate ending, and I've been doing my playthrough in a way to make sure that this would all come together correctly. So when it happens, I will tell you guys all the things you would need to do to have this same ending, because it requires decisions throughout all the. I think I don't know if any chapter 1 decisions would matter, but chapter 2 for sure. All right, how the hell do we get down here again? I always loved Quincy. Like, it's a really cool designed town with the way you make your way through it. So, always a bummer that there wasn't some big event here in the base game. Like, I think that should have been the way. To me, that should have been the way the Minutemen quest line ended. Like, if you were talking about, because right now it ends after It ends after old guns, basically, right? Unless you decide to use them as the fallback method for defeating the Institute. And so it would have been nice if, like, their final quest was take back Quincy, turn it into a settlement. That would have felt more satisfying.
Guess this is the place. Let's head in.
I certainly hope so, Surik. I think we did. Too Large has been on it with testing all the different outcomes. But I do have a lot of confirmed bug reports to deal with. So we'll find out in a moment. If not, I will hold on to a save from this moment to use later in bug fixing. Might even cut stream early to go, or fix it live. We'll see. I'll play it by ear. I'm hoping that issue is resolved. Oh, is the custom Magnusson portrait not in here? Wasn't it right in this room, or is it in a different room? We have this like amazing painting of Magnusson in here somewhere. It's part of Extended, but maybe it didn't get set up correctly.
The way's blocked.
It looks like some kind of blast door. Fairly sturdy one by the looks of it.
Yeah, it looks like... Okay, I'm going to add that to my list. We have this amazing painting that Cynical did of Magnusson in his youth. It's supposed to be hanging up in here, and it's a Extended only thing, but I'm guessing that either the texture is missing from Extended or it just never got set up correctly. Magnusson painting.
Tell me you have a way past this, Doc.
Curious? All my readouts indicate the elevator is waiting for you. The blast doors are open. Perhaps someone has tampered with it. You will have to perform a local override, and for that, you'll need to access my home's computer network. Make your way to my old bathroom. There, you should find the system interface you'll require.
In your bathroom?
It's a long story. You'll need to provide a passcode. It's, Madison. Then, simply request the blast doors be opened. Off you go!
Okay. Oh, what's this? Your ROPCO interface has encountered an error due to insufficient processing power to handle multiple systems concurrently. Restart your ROPCO terminal, disable unnecessary systems, optimize system resource allocation. Interesting. Oops. Oh wait, I don't think I have to unlock something. I can go through this wall over here. Yep.
There's nothing in here. Except... Wait. Oh, don't tell me.
This isn't going to do anything without power.
A computer toilet, huh? Well, it should have more than enough power. What with the plutonium well all running? Maybe we need to flip a breaker switch somewhere.
Okay. Oh, sneak down here. All right. Let's use the toilet.
Greetings. My purpose is to serve. Please submit your dictation, urine, and/or excrement.
Alright, I gotta put the note on that. Reginald Loud.
What are you?
I am Reginald P. Piddlesworth, Prince of Porcelain, a mechanical servant forever condemned to bear witness to the unending cycle of human excretion.
Alright, I'm turning down the game volume for a minute.
Verbose for you, I am a toilet. Oh, and I'm borderline self-aware. Isn't that a novelty?
Is something the matter? You sound upset.
Imagine, if you will, to be a continual spectator, to humanity's least glamorous moments. It is a heavy weight upon my
I
sanity.
turned it down. Is that better? Is it less ear piercing?
Alas, one must persevere and carry out one's duties. Such is the plight of the Prince of Porcelain. So, how might I cater to your bathroom needs?
Alright, hold on, I'm taking some more notes here. Much better. Okay, cool. Less piercing now. Good, good, good.
Madison.
Password accepted. Ah, hello, Dr. Magnusson. You appear to not be yourself today. Are you unwell?
Just shut up and open the blast door. We need to get into the lab.
Ah, the blast door. Guardian of secrets, barrier to progress, forever refusing passage to any and all foreign objects. Must be nice. The way has been opened, Dr. Magnusson. Simply press the entry button near the entrance. And, if I may suggest, an increase of fiber to your diet. More regular bowel movements may serve to improve your mood. Was there anything else? Or may I return to sitting idle, surrounded by filth and despair?
That's two depressed robots that you've snuck in here, Sir Rick. We also had Barnaby. Was this the poor robot at the Institute headquarters, or the Institute Remnants headquarters? All right, I'm gonna crank the volume back up to where it was. There we go. And I've got it on my notes to try and fix the volume with old Reginald. Oh, okay. They opened it up already.
Going up. Entry level. Entry level.
Get you guys down there.
Going up.
Just jump down. You can still make it.
Research level.
Oh, they're there. Okay, I'm gonna do a little quick save in case we actually, you know what, we're gonna do a hard save here. Because I want to have this for research purposes if something goes wrong.
Oh, great. Should have known we'd not seen the last of her.
Okay, so let's find out if this conversation plays out correctly, and then I'll tell you guys how I'm getting the dialogue options that I am.
I told you we'd meet again. Hello, Jacob. How's the child?
That's supposed to unnerve me? Using my name like that? Well, it doesn't. She's fine, by the way. Appreciate your concern.
I've got a shot. Just say the word.
Why are you here?
I'm here to teach the Wasteland a lesson it will never forget. I'm already aware of your conquest of Quincy, of all the heroics performed by those under your banner. I found it quite inspiring. Who would have thought? The Gunners, defeated by the Academy. But none of it really matters. Because all I have to do is kill you, leaving me free to seize the last engram tape that lies beyond these doors, deliver it to our employer, and then I win.
You don't have to do this.
I don't have to do anything. I want to do it. I want to see our employer set the Commonwealth ablaze. To see every insignificant waste of flesh that calls this place home incinerated. Every trace of their pathetic lives, their existence, wiped clean.
Why are you doing this?
Oh, do you truly wish to know? It's quite simple, really. I find solace in the destruction I sow. What began as a child's miserable journey of dominance and conflict has become so much more. The Gunners, our employer, they offer me the chance to leave a mark upon the wastes. I will not go quietly into oblivion. My superiority will be acknowledged.
You're working for Vault-Tec.
I'm well aware of our employer's identity. After all, it was from my vault that West first made contact with them. With Vault-Tec. And while they are undoubtedly to blame for my wretched upbringing, for the torment I was forced to endure in my youth, without Vault-Tec, I would not exist. And so my hatred for them is somewhat tempered in comparison to what I feel toward the Commonwealth. So, understand, I do not work for Vault-Tec. My involvement with them is simply beneficial to my own goals. Providing I get what I want, I couldn't care less what happens to them.
What's so bad about your past?
Like yourself, I came from a vault. But I didn't have the good fortune of a secure community, or the luxury of being suspended in time. No. My father was a syringe, and my mother, a sterile incubator. I was bred and reared to be the pinnacle of humanity. My first memory is of being told to recite an eye chart. Every day, tests, conditioning, experimentation, competition. All of it so we'd be strong enough to one day save Up Top Land. The wasteland. But that was a lie. One of many. A few of us realized the truth and escaped. But the Commonwealth was no kinder. Brutality, persecution, exploitation. Until I was the only one left.
What do you actually want?
I've made no secret of my goals. What I want is nothing more than the eradication of the Commonwealth. To leave behind a legacy. To prove that strength triumphs over weakness. To know that the inhabitants of these wastes remember me with awe and fear. I want them to witness my power. To tremble before my might.
I don't mean to play psychologist, but sounds like what you really want is to just... for someone to care about you.
To care? Such sentimental notions are beneath me. Empathy, affection, pathetic.
That's all I needed to know.
So, what do you intend?
I know you're dying.
So you've already said. But as previously stated, your knowledge of this changes nothing. And I've had more than enough time to ensure all my affairs are in order.
Wait, Captain, you're dying? Why would you keep that a secret?
You're out of line, Major.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
Okay, so because I spared Berman, which was only possible because I chose Jake's path, I was able to get the intel from Berman and then research the cure through the, I believe it's, what do we call that quest? Angel of Mercy. So I've got the cure, so I can offer to cure. Now you'll see there's also an option to surrender, and that's another path that can happen, where if you, and it also comes up, I believe it's if you chose Aiden's path during the Battle of GNN, and then you choose not to use Atomic Rain, then when you get here, you can get Major Isaac to turn on Lamont. So there's a couple of different ways that you can basically avoid destroying the gunners and get them to basically turn to your side. So we're going to get the most complete ending, as I consider it, the kind of pacifist speech-driven ending.
We found a cure for your condition.
You're not lying, are you? No. I can tell. You do have a cure. I hadn't anticipated this. But why would you?
I say there's nothing wrong with it that a bullet can't treat. But if this is how you want to play it, fine. You're the chief.
Ah, I see. A bargaining chip. Very clever. But even if you do have a treatment, how could I trust you? No. Trusting you is too much of a risk. Better to go out on my own terms.
Okay, so here's where we need some good speech checks.
Dying is the coward's way out.
There's truth to your words. If I had wanted to die, there's been ample opportunity before now. And I believe that you do have a treatment. And that there's a chance you would share it with me. You've already demonstrated your compassion when you attacked the Gunner's Plaza, allowing those wishing to escape. I am no coward. I accept your offer for a cure to my condition.
You understand there are terms to this, right? We're not just gonna fix you up and then send you on your way.
Of course. It's obvious what you want in return. I and all under my command will stand down. This war will end. Right here. Right now.
You did the right thing.
Guess I'll radio our people. Let them know the situation.
The Gunners no longer pose a threat to you. Complete your mission here. You'll hear from me in due course. Goodbye, for now.
I hope curing Lamont is the right thing to do. Guess we'll see. Come on, let's go meet Magnusson.
Ha, it worked, Rick. There was a bug at one point where if you tried to do this ending, they would turn on you anyway. So, but it looks like it's fixed. Cool. So we got Lamont to surrender, so because she wants the cure. So now we continue, and that is going to unlock some cool stuff in a little bit here.
Got it.
Oh, we just got an achievement. I forgot I have the. What is the? Is it buff out that enables achievements? Because I don't have the achievement enabler. Just like I incidentally have it because of something else I've installed.
Ah, there you are. If you wouldn't mind, please decontaminate yourselves before entering the lab. Just activate the console in the decon chamber.
What? Oh, he teleported behind me. I was like, Jake disappeared. No.
Welcome to my lab. Excuse the mess. Well, it's been difficult to keep on top of things. Make your way to the catwalk above. Proceed through the corridors, and I'll meet you just ahead.
Okay.
So Magnusson's private lab. I wonder what's down here.
So correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Rick, if you're still awake in chat, because he worked with Business Vulture, who does most of the level design in SS2 for the dungeons and such. The idea here was this is an area where Magnusson was experimenting with building ASAMs, like figuring out the technology for them. And then, of course, this was also, I believe, was Vault 110, right? This is where...
I'm sure the doc won't mind us taking just a little look around. Oh, I bet there's all kinds of stuff hidden away in storerooms, drawers, terminals. Not that I'm saying we should take anything, but, well, you know. A lot of equipment still active, but also a lot of dust.
There. That should keep the tape shielded during the launch sequence.
Oh, this is not the vault. Okay.
Hello, Magnusson. I see you've made yourself at home.
And I see you still have a spare set of keys to the place. Can't a man have a little privacy?
You know you're only supposed to be storing your belongings here. The lease paperwork makes that very clear. So, speaking of...
Oh, I didn't
I'll
mean
believe
to
it
cause
when
trouble.
I see it.
Just
be
a
glad it's
little
me who's been
redecorating
dealing with all of
is
this.
all. But I promise,
Whoops.
from here on, I'll strive
Yeah, see, this is
to
110,
110.
Rick. Your whole thing, this says it right in the holotape. That wasn't crazy.
Oh, heaven forbid. No. I'm just
That
here to let
overlap
you
was
know
because I tried talking to
Vault-Tec
Aiden,
has
apparently.
fulfilled the last part of our agreement.
Hold on, I'm going to restart the tape because I just
Both
screwed it up and because I'm
prototype
talking during
Delta
it.
rockets will be shipped here within the month.
You actually acquired them.
Hold on, where is that tape?
That wasn't part of my agreement with Vault-Tec, you know.
The tape was recorded at 110 as Magnusson was building his rockets. Got it. I always assumed that this was 110. Okay. Well.
You actually acquired them. That wasn't part of my agreement with Vault-Tec, you know. You only needed to find where they were being stored.
Consider it a bonus for your hard work on 111. Besides, when I casually dropped your name, RepCon seemed more than happy to facilitate an arrangement. Although, you have your work cut out for you, Magnusson. The gears haven't been kind. Both rockets look as if they've been half stripped bare for parts.
Ha! That's no bother. I expected as much. I'll just call in a few favors with ArcJet. Maybe pay a visit to Provincetown. But tell me, you know my plans, but what are yours, Matty? Care to stow yourself away in a freezer with yours truly?
As tempting as that sounds, I have other arrangements.
Don't suppose these other arrangements would involve a certain vault in a certain Lone Star state?
You're not supposed to know about that.
Ah, well, I'll keep your secret if you keep mine. Goodbye, Matty. I'll miss you.
Goodbye, Carl.
What do we got here? Okay. Alright, so just to clarify, this is not Vault 110. I was confused, and Rick explained to me why. It's because we scrapped the vault. I'm building the Vault 110 location for time concerns.
You think it's just been Magnusson down here all by himself? All these years?
A lot of this lab's equipment was prototyping for Luna Colony's many intricate systems. Feel free to examine anything that catches your eye, but do try not to touch.
Look, but don't touch. I'll do my best.
Don't mind us looting. Oh.
A setup! From the very beginning, the whole thing, a setup! They were never truly interested in ASAPs or undermining Robco. Means to an end, all of it! She played me. From the moment we met, always 3 steps ahead. I trusted her. Free access to come and go as she pleased. Magnusson. Lustful old. Now they have everything. ASAP Tech, Vault 110, the Ingram tapes, Project Selene. All of it in the hands of Vault-Tec. Wait. No. The 5th Ingram tape. That's still being compiled at CIT. If I act quickly, I can secure it. Maybe even augment it. And the tapes that were stolen, they'll need to be transported. Texas is a long way away. I should still have access to Vault-Tec's shipping network. All I need to do is scrabble every shipping address on their system. All right then, Madison. You want to play dirty? I'm game if you are.
Okay.
With the schematics so graciously provided by Braun, it seems my efforts to convert human cognition to something more digital are indeed possible. According to Stanislav's research, I believe the absence of my personality is the reason the Ingram tapes refuse to function as they should. It's unfortunate that the tapes fail to duplicate my persona. I'm reluctant to subject myself to that torture device CIT call a mind scanner again. But needs must. And perhaps a fifth Ingram tape will be enough to capture that indefinable quality that is Carl Stefan Magnusson.
And in we go.
Ah! At long last we meet. I was beginning to think you'd gotten yourself lost.
I can see where this is going.
What is this, Doc? Explain yourself.
There's no reason to obscure the truth any longer. I am Dr. Magnusson. But I am also the last Ingram tape. What you see standing before you is what the Gunners and Vault-Tec have been searching for.
And I have those like hashtag name question mark errors in the subtitles fixed for the next patch. That was like something when I saw many a true nerd play this recently, I just like literally booted up the CK while I was watching and fixed them.
What are you?
Make no mistake, I am Dr. Carl S. Magnusson, as much as you are yourself. I am a perfect duplication of the Doctor's personality and core memories. Everything that made him who he was is part of me. However, I am also technology, hardware, and software. An AI would be the closest comparison, but lacks certain critical nuance. It is difficult to explain, but in essence, I am the Ingram tape, currently loaded into this computer as much as I am Magnusson.
I'm finding this kind of hard to believe.
I can understand why. But you must accept the truth that is in front of you.
Well, it's good to meet you, Dr. Magnusson. Not in the way I expected, but still, it's an honor.
Thank you, Mr. Evans. I appreciate your courtesy. I'm sure all three of you have many questions. I took the liberty of recording some answers to topics I thought may interest you. You can find them on the terminal below my monitor.
Oops, we forgot to put that in. Rick, did you ever write the entries for that? I need to patch that in. The intention was to have a terminal entries with all the different questions the player might have on like how the technology works and all the stuff that was like a little too bloated to put into the dialogue tree. And it never got added. So I've seen many people play through this and try and find the terminal and try and activate all these different things, and none of them work. And that's because it's not actually there yet. But man, I love this. The sketch that Cynical did for Magnusson looks so good. And then I'm so glad we were able to get the face changing thing working. Like we had, we set up a little animation to toggle between different things, and then at the start of some lines, we just call the little animation to change his face. And a huge shout out to Pra for putting together this this computer model for us, because we had like the screen with the face on it, and then the rest of this we just didn't have. Like weeks before we were launching Chapter 3, we had outsourced to somebody else to make that wasn't on our team. Ironically, that person now works for King F Creations to get an actual computer model made, and he just didn't have time to do it. And so we needed something in order to ship for this. And I think this came out pretty good. It's a pretty good kit bash job. Eventually, we'll probably replace it with like a full proper model, since well, those of you guys who have seen it know what happens to this computer. And since it ends up somewhere else, we want it to have a nice, clean model.
Can I ask some questions?
Of course. I did promise you full transparency. Please, ask whatever you'd like.
Why did they want you so badly?
I believe I've already touched on this. The Ingram tapes were created to run Luna Colony. Without them, the moon base is doomed to collapse. How Vault-Tec have kept things running for over 2 centuries without the tapes is beyond me. It is possible they devised some sort of temporary workaround, perhaps from some of my stolen research. Getting a hold of such things was no problem for a company as corrupt as Vault-Tec.
Corrupt? That's the understatement of the year.
You don't know the half of it. The lengths that Vault-Tec will go to lie, cheat, and steal. It's actually quite impressive now that I think about it. You remember Madison, yes? CPO of Vault-Tec, an expert manipulator. I love that woman. Part of me still does, if I'm being honest. She played me like a fiddle. Before we'd even met, she had it all planned out. All she really cared about was Luna Colony. I wonder if she made it up there. If right now she's watching the facility crumble around her.
How can you not know what they're doing? You must have some way of watching them.
I did. Although the information I received was sparse, mostly consisting of comm traffic between Vault-Tec and the Gunners. However, now that we've disrupted that, I've no way of knowing anything. It's uncertain how long the communication blackout will persist. But considering you hold Quincy and the Gunners have been brought to heel, even if Vault-Tec re-establish contact, there's not much they can do. We've won. Luna Colony will fail. Vault-Tec will perish.
You're a robot, right?
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh at you. Well, I did, but I didn't mean to be rude about it. No, I'm not a robot. AI would be a better analogy, but even that is an insufficient description. An Ingram tape captures everything that makes you an individual. Well, in my case, 5 Ingram tapes. The 4 tapes that the Gunners recovered hold the majority of my knowledge and experience, whilst the 5th tape primarily holds my personality. There is nothing artificial about the Magnusson you are currently interacting with. Well, there is, but you know what I mean.
Can you prove you're more than just a machine?
We are all machines in one way or another, yourself included. However, I suppose it would be difficult to prove my legitimacy in my current state. Without the other 4 Ingram tapes, I lack the bulk of what truly makes me Magnusson. For what is a person if not the sum of their life experience? There are too many holes in my memory. Perhaps you're right. As I am right now, I may be little better than a machine.
What have you been doing all this time?
To be perfectly frank, I've mostly been sitting idle. What you might consider my consciousness was dormant. That is, until my lab's computers detected the comm hub had been activated, and I was awoken. It was a very disorienting experience. I could comprehend, but there was no substance. And so I began attempting to reach out.
What happened after that?
I monitored what little data I could from the comm hub, and then from your ASAMs. I monitored, I listened, I learned. Soon I could, for the most part, understand speech. And by intercepting numerous active comm channels, I detected signals from Luna Colony. Part of my function was to monitor the moon base's progress via the hub, which was meant to be connected at Olivia. But even without Olivia's dish, the hub was still receiving a strong signal being transmitted to somewhere in the local region.
You listened to the radio?
In a manner of speaking. The signal was from Vault-Tec. They had made it to Luna Colony after all, and they were now in contact with the Gunners. When I overheard their plans to attack your settlements, I warned you the only way I could, by forwarding Gunner communications to the hub. But it wasn't purely an act of altruism. I wanted to keep the Gunners as far away from your settlements and the comm hub as possible. I knew they were searching for the Ingram tapes, and possessing the hub would only bolster their efforts. Which, I suppose, ultimately, it still did.
Nothing else.
Very good.
So, what's our situation?
The situation is that we're done. Now it's simply a case of putting all our ducks in a row. All that remains is for you to take the Ingram tape. Simply remove it from its enclosure, and then keep it somewhere safe. Somewhere secure.
But if we do that, what happens to you? I mean, you are the Ingram tape, right? Or at least part of you is?
Correct. Once you remove the tape, my read-only memory will be wiped. And I'll cease to be, I suppose. Can't say that I'm looking forward to it, but duty calls. I cannot put my well-being above the safety of others.
There must be something we can do to help you.
I gotta say, I agree. Dr. Magnusson, I don't care if you're a computer or tape, or if you don't even have all your memories. We can't just let you disappear. There's gotta be some way we could keep the Ingram tape safe and still keep you around.
If you feel that strongly about it, then there is a way to do what you propose. But I warn you, it risks damage to the Ingram tape. You may end up with no Magnusson and a tape full of useless data.
I'm listening.
It's possible, if my mainframe was kept powered and active, that both myself and the Ingram tape could be transported to your headquarters. But this would be a monumental undertaking, not to mention risky. There are a myriad of things that could go wrong.
You sure you can go through with this?
Assuming all went well, I guess I would not be opposed to relocation. Who knows? A change of scenery may serve to inspire me. And I could always offer assistance to your group's endeavors. I'm sure you'd agree that having a certified genius as an advisor couldn't hurt.
I guess it's worth the risk. Let's do this.
Very well. If there was anyone who could do this, it would be you. I will begin the necessary preparations.
Don't you worry, Dr. Magnusson. By this point, I'm fairly familiar with your tech. We got this.
But, just in case things do not go according to plan, I would like to take this opportunity to offer you ownership of this lab. There is research here I believe you'll find useful. Consider it my recompense for all of your efforts.
You can trust me with this.
I'll need to start isolating and locking down systems. Might as well begin right away. Oh, I almost forgot. In all the excitement, I didn't congratulate you on your victory in Quincy. You did a phenomenal job. I'm unsure if even the great Magnusson could have done better. I look forward to getting to know you better, Chief. Well, goodbye for now.
For the time being, I think it's best if I stay here. It's gonna take a lot of work to move Magnusson, and someone really should keep an eye on that engram tape. You should head on back to the HQ, let everyone know how things went. Hey, we did it! We dealt with the Gunners and we saved the Commonwealth, so enjoy your victory. You more than earned it. And I really am proud of you. I'll catch you later, hon.
Nothing to say. Alright, let's do level up. First one, I got 2 level ups. I'm way behind on these. Let's see, I think we can get rank 2 a sniper now. Can we get rank 3 as well? Non-automatic scoped rifles gain 25% accuracy to headshots and VATs. Sure, why not? Okay, so yeah, in theory, so presumably this terminal will get swapped out for one eventually that has answers to questions that folks might have that didn't make it into dialogue. And as Rick mentioned in chat, he's gonna have to rebuild that list because Lord knows where it ended up. I had something else I was going to talk about right here, and now I've forgotten. Oh, the ownership of the lab. So the ownership of the lab, I don't think we determined exactly what that was going to mean. And like for one, it could become a player home easily. But as far as like the research that that he's talking about, I don't think we ever had. Well, maybe Surik had some ideas for payoff, but those are the type of things where we're just like, we'll patch in payoff for those later. So when he says that, it doesn't currently mean anything, but the intention is we will add something eventually. So for those of you who are relatively new to my mods, you might not know that I like to get them out in a mostly functioning state and then slowly iterate back over them and get them closer and closer to like final form. At least that was how we operated on all of the free stuff. Now with anything through King F Creations, we try and get it in like perfect form immediately, because once people are putting up money to purchase something, it feels like it's got to be, we don't want to follow the trend that the game industry seems to be on, which is just releasing things and then finishing them later, which is fine. Again, fine. I always thought fine for a mod project, for a hobby project that's all passion. Less fine when it's your job, right? Mr. Freaking Sunshine. Oh, following over on Twitter. I had to stop, on Twitch. I had to stop dual streaming to Twitch for now until I figure out why my bandwidth is so terrible. Hey, log number 2. Is there a log number, Surik, is there a log 1 that I'm going to stumble upon, or did we never put that in? Or is it somewhere else?
Who'd have thought I'd end up working out of an unfinished vault? But in retrospect, 110 was exactly what I needed. Secure, isolated, and with its very own missile silo. It's a shame I couldn't have moved my lab and cryopod there. But since I didn't even begin construction of the lower levels, I'd have no protection in the event of local nuclear detonation. Not a risk I'm willing to take.
Okay, yeah, so he says he did not move his lab there. So there's the clarification. Yeah, tape 1. Where the hell is tape 1 at? Is it down here, or is it up in his office, or do you not remember? Because I don't think I placed the tapes, so I don't actually remember where they are. Or actually know where they are. Not that it's important. I just like getting all these little backstory tidbits. I also appreciate the order that you put them in, like where it tells a story slightly out of order and it makes sense for revealing data points at the right time. Should be on the tables though. All right. Well, somewhere in here is holotape number 1. I might just cheat it into my terminal for now. Because I don't... Unfortunately, I closed the CK before I streamed because I didn't want to have anything... Again, whatever the problem is we were having for a couple of weeks there with buffering, figure reduce the amount of work my computer's got to do and reduce the likelihood that happens. Alright, since I don't have the CK open, I will just I'll just add it to my inventory. Let's see. Magnusson for Hollow. Oh, that's right, they're called notes in here. Alright, personal log number 1. Player dot add item B01853C. Again, if I had the CK open, I would figure out where it was so I could show you guys, but for now we will just play it.
I was more than apprehensive the first time I met the lovely Miss St. James. After all, she was there to strike a deal with Robco, who just usurped my research. All so they could make a quick buck. But I needed a new patron, and Vault-Tech's pockets are deep. Vault-Tech. The very company I'd hoped to outshine with my little venture. The irony is certainly not lost on me.
Okay, so not a major, nothing new there. Alright, now if I can remember how the hell we get out of here. Nope, not over here. I don't think it's through here, because I think this is where... This is the decon chamber, so that's probably where we came in. Oh, I guess, yeah, we would have come in through here, right? So it must be... this way? Alright, here we go. And then this is where we had the conversation with Lamont. Yeah, okay, now I'm getting it. Then we have to go through this little side tunnel. Oh, one is in Meg's office in the Vault-Tech HQ? Is it? So Rick, do you know, was Aiden supposed to have like a final... I know he has lines if Jake's not with us, but is he supposed to have like a line during Victory Lab to just be like, hey, good job out there? I was wondering if we just didn't set him up correctly, or if we just there wasn't anything for him to say in that position. Definitely instinct was to talk to him and get more information. Oh, I'm so bummed the Magnusson portrait isn't here. It's freaking magnificent. I'm gonna have to well, it's on my list. I always create a short list during these streams of things I want to go fix immediately as soon as I have some time. Yeah, I don't think it doesn't even look like we have him following you outside. So. Yeah, we definitely still want to do the character side stories. We're just weaving in things in between other projects right now. So, like, I think the next thing we're gonna do is Algernon, and there's a couple of characters that we never introduced, but that we've like planted seeds that they exist that we want to do. I think those are the next two things, but I don't know when those are happening. I want to say early next year, but I will as soon as we have those in development, you guys will hear me start talking about them. But yeah, Algernon to me was one of the biggest bummers that we missed out on, and that was just due to the voice actor at the time wasn't available because we had a really accelerated schedule. Ironically, because it took so much longer to do Chapter 3 than we anticipated, though we could have found time in his schedule, but it is what it is. Well, it worked out anyway, because then that adding all the content we want to do for him would have extended the development time of Chapter 3 as well. Alright, now let's go. Oh, there's still a few stragglers, it sounds like. They're cleaning up. But we can go talk to all of our allies now and hear how things went.
Anything to report?
When it comes to air superiority, there are few who can rival the Brotherhood. I'm happy to report our mission was a resounding success. It's provided a considerable boost to troop morale, and we anticipate an equivalent increase to our reputation with the locals.
Be proud.
We served the Brotherhood well this day.
Thanks, guys. Oh, sorry, Allison. Didn't use you.
You all right?
Thanks for the front row seats to that battle. Though, if you ask me, you wasted your caps hiring us out if all we were gonna do was take potshots from the back. Next time you're in the mood for a drink, the round's on me, yeah?
Sorry about that, Allison. I appreciate you taking the pot shots.
I am pleased by this.
Oh, I think I just heard our creepy synth friend somewhere over here. Look at this cluster in here. What's going on, guys?
You holding up okay?
Ha ha! We do good, yes! Smash the gunmen! Ha 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 ha! Big fun!
Thanks, Sickle. I love him.
Observation. This thing is no longer living. Good.
Hey, buddy.
Hi.
State your business, please. You have my attention.
Oh, we didn't give
Proceed.
him. We didn't give him a role, so he was just kind of joining in on the battle anyway. Oh, is that a? Oh, it's a synth. I was like, is that another naked person?
How's it going?
That's what I'm talking about. Who's a dumb grunt now, Lamont? Huh? Man, I don't even care what's next. Just point the way.
How are you holding up?
Gotta hand it to you, Chief. For us, that was a best-case scenario. Glad I signed on. Ha. Or should I say, I'm glad you let me.
Okay, and I think that 23, 22, that thing is Teresa marching over to us. Somebody wants, you want me to check Elder Maxson's inventory? If I can find him really quick, I will. Now, attempting to pickpocket doesn't trigger aggro, right? Or piss people off. It's just if you try and take something. Poke around in their pockets, just don't take anything. Unless I can remember where they were. There we go. Alright. Looks like we've got him disabled for pickpocketing, so sorry, can't check. Because I think we're using the real Max in there. We tried to use the real NPCs for this in case people had mods that were altering their appearances or anything like that. We wanted that stuff to show up. The one place we don't is for the advisor system. We don't use the original, but we do have it cloning, like templating off of their appearance to try and gather it off of mods. But for this, we ended up using the actual NPCs.
Is everything okay?
Know what? We did all right. I mean, sure, we took a few lumps, but all in all, I'd say it was worth it. Good work, Chief. I did good today.
Okay. I don't know if she's meant to walk over here, but I like that she does. So, if it's a bug, it's gonna stay up. It's gonna stay there. What's going on over here? The defense team. Hanging out, cleaning up respawns. One of the reasons I like her just walking up the street is it feels natural then to just walk to HQ instead of fast traveling there, which feels more appropriate at this point. What are you doing, dude? Yeah, see, it isn't just our people that end up naked. There's a bug in the base game one of the base game level lists that causes various NPCs to show up with no clothes. Alright, so now we get to the epilogue content here. Well, actually, there's one more little bit before we're done with the rest of them. I will get a fair amount of epilogue content because I know all the triggers for it, so I made sure to set this character up so that you guys would get to see all the content. Oops. Don't mind the roof respawns. Oh, who do we got over here? Oh, the coolest cat.
How are you holding up?
Ah, was hoping to see you before we all went home, cool cat. To congratulate you on your well-earned victory. Since I've become mayor, I made it clear to everyone in Diamond City that gunners ain't something to ignore. Had folks actually volunteering to help out, in whatever way they could. Well, catch you later, cool cat.
Thanks, Ron.
How are you feeling about things?
Chief, hello. That was certainly something, and I think we did as well as could be expected. And that's, well, it's not bad. Well done to everyone.
Oh, yeah!
I don't know if that was scripted for the Ron to say that right there, but I appreciate that he did.
Raphael can come off a bit standoffish, but he deserves a chance, same as everyone else.
Oh, Fiona talking to Sal about
Everything all right?
Raphael.
Just wanted to check in. Make sure we're doing okay.
Ah, there you are. I was hoping I'd get to congratulate you in person. Getting involved in this conflict was a difficult decision, even while keeping out of the direct fighting. But I can see how many lives we've saved with our presence here. And hopefully, now that it's over, we can all return to normal. That is, after we treat the wounded and bury the dead. The Nightingales are going to get started on that, but you should go celebrate with your people.
Damn it, Yogi. That was another oversight for his battle outfit in the same way that Aiden's eye patch was. I have to create him a separate outfit record. I'm going to put that on my list.
Sure, what can I do for you?
Okay, got it written down.
Anything to report?
A successful operation. Our people performed within expected parameters. Take pride in what we accomplished here.
Of course. Anything wrong?
Nope, I'm good, Fiona, thanks. Alright, and then lastly, we gotta check in with Miss Lupe. Hey, you guys missed one of the symbols. Gotta put this on my list. When do we get Nightingale's chromeness fixed? Oh, on Xbox? Unlikely. Because I don't fully understand why it happens. It's one of those things where it'll just have to be, the timing will have to be correct. You'll have to mention that again on a time when when I happen to have somebody working on SS2 stuff that I know understands all that silliness. And then it'll be like, oh yeah, while I've got him on that other thing, I'll have him fix that too.
Just wanted to check in. Make sure we're doing okay.
As far as battles go, I dare say we came out of this one none too worse for wear. A few scrapes and bruises, but overall, I believe we did well.
The library is open for use by all HQ personnel. Please ensure that any borrowed items are returned in the same condition in which they were received.
Well, that was the creepy in unison coughing animation. Yes. Clearly we've got some disease problems.
Yeah.
Here's the work in progress.
RT and Cola are friends.
It's a nice day.
Hey, Cola, we did it. We beat the gunners.
Just needs a bigger bar.
Sorry, I got the creepy gas mask on still. Let's take that off. There we go. Oh wait, that means I lost my sunglasses too. I'm gonna put those back on. There we go.
Never take life for granted.
Is everything okay?
Hey, Chief. We did pretty good. You know, as far as battles go.
Although, a few of our people did get hurt, but I'm sure they all tried their best. Oh, I almost forgot. The comm array. We finally finished repairs. Everything should now be working the way it was before. Although...
Oops, I just saw Sunshine Tidings got attacked. Oh, that's no good. Later, Sirik.
What is it?
Well, after we turned everything back on, there was something strange. I think it has something to do with the array now being linked to that supercomputer at Olivia. It's like it's trying to make a connection to somewhere. I didn't know if it's meant to be doing that, so I just kind of ignored it. But really, you should check it out. Make sure it's okay.
Anything else I should know?
I really don't know enough about these new systems, but if I had to guess, I think the comm array is trying to connect to something like an ASAM, but one that's really far away.
I'll take a look, sure.
That's a relief to hear. Just activate the receiver panel on the far right console when you're ready.
Want something?
Okay.
What a relief. I was hoping you'd connect with us. Would I be correct in assuming you hold the leadership position in your group?
Where am I supposed to talk? Okay, well this... Oh, there we go. Wait, where'd it go? That was weird. Alright, well clearly we gotta fix this. Where did it go? There it is. Hold on, let's pause, put that on our list. Okay, got that on the list too, so that we should be able to force the camera to look at this direction.
Can I help you?
This is Madison St. James, CEO and leader of Vault-Tec, greeting you from Luna Colony. A privilege to finally speak with you.
That's quite a promotion.
Promotion? Ah, very astute of you. You've probably heard me being referred to as the Chief Procurement Officer. Early in my career, I recognized the advantages of letting others believe that someone else was responsible for decision-making. During negotiations, I found it provided a useful power dynamic. But in truth, I've occupied the role of Vault-Tec CEO, even before total atomic annihilation.
How did you make contact?
The process wasn't too difficult. Once we had bugged your array and you connected it to Olivia, it began syncing to the ASAMs we have here. While I could be wrong, I believe that was the array's original purpose. Then it was a straightforward process of setting up a two-way comms feed and patiently waiting for you to respond.
So, what do you want with me?
I'd hoped to make contact and attempt a peaceful resolution to our conflict. Regrettably, Magnusson took steps to ensure that couldn't happen. First, he caused significant damage to your array, and then orchestrated a communication blackout to seal the deal. The blackout may have passed, but so has our window of opportunity. The Ingram tapes are beyond our reach, and Luna Colony has reached a critical point of no return.
Why would he do that?
Obviously, to stop us from talking. Magnusson's held a grudge against Vault-Tec ever since we acquired his research from Robco. And despite our agreement to provide him ongoing funding, Magnusson stole from us and undermined Vault-Tec at every opportunity. Astonishingly, he now blames us for occupying what he still regards as his property, overlooking the fact that we possess legal ownership. Therefore, I can only conclude that Magnusson wanted to conceal the truth so he could keep using you as a tool to harm Vault-Tec.
What have you been doing up there?
You might find the answer to that underwhelming. We never anticipated our tenure at Luna Colony to span more than a couple of decades, but after Magnusson ensured the loss of the Ingram tapes, we were forced to resort to some creative measures to ensure our survival. In order to pass the long years, many of our high-ranking staff opted for extended periods of cryogenic suspension. Meanwhile, our scientists labored away, hoping to find a stable replacement to the lost tapes. Needless to say, they didn't succeed. With his usual dramatic flair, Magnusson had guaranteed our downfall.
If you expect me to believe you, I want proof.
Naturally, I wouldn't make claims without evidence. Let me ask you, how long did it take Magnusson to reveal who the Gunners were working for? How often did he withhold vital information? Why didn't he disclose to you that he wasn't the real Magnusson, but in fact a technological copy? I'll tell you why. Because at the time, revealing these things didn't align with his agenda. That being the destruction of Vault-Tec. I'm genuinely sorry to say that Magnusson has been using you as a pawn.
Can I ask some questions?
Bear in mind, we're short on time, but I'll answer what I can.
You hired the Gunners.
Yes, we did. A decision we regret. We tried contacting every vault in the Commonwealth, hoping to enlist residents' assistance in locating the Ingram tapes. But when our hails were met with silence, our desperation grew. Finally, a glimmer of hope. We got a response from a vault, from a mercenary named Wes. And so, without fully comprehending their ruthless nature, we enlisted his group's services. Only after they recovered the first tape did we realize our mistake. But it was too late. The Gunners now held a powerful bargaining chip. We were essentially handcuffed to our contract.
Vault 111. Please, tell me. I need to know.
I'm aware that you originate from that vault. My heartfelt condolences for the challenges and losses you've had to bear. Let me begin by emphasizing, we never intended to leave 111's residents in permanent cryostasis. Disappointingly, it seems our staff deviated from their mandated instructions, leading to a breach of vault integrity. Presumably, lockdown protocols were activated, and the revival sequence for the cryopods was never triggered. Once again, I extend my sincerest apologies.
You tried to destroy the Commonwealth.
And where did you hear such claims? Magnusson? Lamont? Hardly reliable sources. Yes, had we acquired the Ingram tapes, naturally, we would have made use of Atomic Rain's capabilities. But only to expunge any remnant of Magnusson's work, to ensure any clues or records to Lunar Base's existence remained lost to time. Our sole concern was our continued survival.
Nothing else?
Of course. I am sorry that you've been caught in the middle of all this. For Magnusson to have used you the way he has.
Who knows? Maybe he did plan it all.
Please understand, I place no blame on you. Both of us have been fighting for survival, with less than honorable allies muddying the waters. Who knows? Perhaps under different stars, it could have been you and Vault-Tec pitted against Magnusson and the Gunners. Sadly, That was not the case. And Luna Colony is nearing its end. Many will die. But a fortunate few, we will find refuge in cryosleep. I find some solace in knowing that, even in defeat, Magnusson won't see his wish fully realized. A part of Vault-Tec will persist. And if I can leave you with some parting advice, don't trust Magnusson.
The vaults. Why all this effort?
In light of your somewhat unique position, perhaps you are owed a more thorough explanation. Project Safehouse was indeed conceived to preserve human civilization. However, the version marketed to the public wasn't quite the full picture. Each vault represented a minor cog in the grand experiment, exploring how humanity might cope with certain challenging scenarios. Our intention was to collect and catalog this data so it could serve to guide us in the construction of off-world colonies. You see, Magnusson wasn't the only one with starward aspirations. But where our scientists hit a wall, Magnusson, with his ASAMs, broke through it.
I had no idea.
That was by design. The general populace were never meant to know. But make no mistake, we're incredibly grateful to our vaults and their residents. Their efforts have provided us a wealth of knowledge, and whenever viable, we made every effort to ensure they had the greatest chance of survival. It was a relationship of mutual gain.
I could think of a few times it wasn't. This was an interesting conversation of like why we add this in, and it's something Sarek described to me about when he's writing for these games, for the Bethesda games, is he has to sit down and think of what it's going to be like from the player's perspective of like, you know, often when we are playing an RPG that has dialogue choices, like something comes to your mind immediately when you sit down and talk to a character and like, oh great, I can find out this, right? And so his job is to try and anticipate what all the different types of players will think of to want to ask. And sometimes it has to go pretty deep of like some people are going to connect things that are unrelated to our story immediately. They're going to be like, oh man, if I got a chance to talk to this a-hole, I'm going to ask them this. So of trying to like satisfy all the different types of questions people might have without going too overboard, especially in this case where we're getting real close to manufacturing false lore, which somebody pointed out, like, the TV show kind of creates holes in your plot, and we could claim it's unreliable narrators are the explanation of that. But anyway, we tried to be very, very careful with going into this stuff and using. Fortunately, there's tons of like background lore between all the different games and everything that that all of this stuff that she's saying is accurate to lore as we knew it at the time prior to the television show.
The Commonwealth deserves to determine its own fate.
Eloquently said. Treasure your victory. I've no doubt its cost was steep.
Miss St. James, it's time. You should put this on.
Well, as pleasant as this has been, I'm afraid our conversation must come to an end. And from one leader to another.
Resident secure.
Please, keep in mind what we've talked about. At the very least, keep tight control of Magnusson. Assuming you have the ability.
Occupant vitals normal.
I have what it takes.
Considering you won this war, I'm inclined to believe that. But don't count Vault-Tec out just yet. Because, if anything, we're always prepared for the future.
Procedure complete. In 5, 4, 3.
Straight from the Brahmin's mouth. We won! Can't get more official than that. Oh, don't worry, everything's fine in Quincy. I just wanted to come check on you.
And change clothes.
So, now that that's all over with, how you feeling, hon?
I think there's nothing that can stand in our way to make this a better world.
Duty facility personnel required. Report to robotics.
Cola, sad whimper. Cola wandered in. This epic track is by Scott Buckley. He is a composer out of Australia that lets anybody use his music for free as long as you give him credit. So many people worked on this. The number of voice actors we have is crazy. Yeah, I definitely did not expect ever to be at this position where we have like a freaking epic story and credit sequence. That is not what I set out to build initially. I just was mad that I had to build all my settlements a second time when I started another playthrough. Oh, it feels good to have a playthrough like on the books, in the bag, on YouTube now. Feels good. That was a long time coming. We've been working on this playthrough for literally years now. All right, so epilogue. So the epilogue, you can get a different epilogue depending on your story choices. There's actually 3 different epilogue quests that can trigger at this time, and then different ones will trigger after the fact if you ended up getting more than one available. But I'll pause and catch up on chat here real quick. Why is it always stormy during the scene? Yeah, it's just what Yagi said. There's always rain in this region of the map, and so we literally just, because of this was actually a trick we were able to do because we set up GNNHQ to have full LOD outside, so you can like after you repair, you can look out the windows and see parts of the world. We were able to take advantage of that and do that camera sequence where we just lift you up into our fake roof. That's why you see like parts of as you're traveling up, you'll see like holes in the walls and stuff because it's all faked. But having that view of Boston while the credits are playing just felt too cool not to do. So so that's why it's always raining in that sequence. We could force the weather, but most likely by the time the credits were halfway through, the weather would shift back. Because whenever you shift the weather to clear in an area where it's frequently rainy, it'll just go right back shortly after there. Rumbleberry, you and your whole team should be very proud. This is so good. Can't wait to play through the different outcomes based on choices. Thank you. It took a lot of effort. Still got a long ways to go, I think. Like, to me, this is just like we're slowly grinding our way toward. I'm trying to get it closer and closer to as perfect as we can. So that, years down the line when people come back and turn this on and play it, that it feels... They don't feel like like somebody right now, you guys are all pretty forgiving and I'm around to help and like that we got active forums. So like when you run into something like you do the Madison call and you can't figure out where to click, if somebody was playing that in a few years from now when, there wasn't as big an active focus on the mod, that person might just be like, oh, this mod sucks, it's broken, right? So I want to get all that kind of little stuff ironed out, and then I will be truly proud of it. Right now I'm proud of what the team did, but I still feel like we've got a long ways to go to get it in a state where I'm happy to like say farewell to it. So I'll be working on it for a while still. All right, let's talk to Mr. Jake with our first,
Hey, hon. So, me, Caitlin, and Laura, we've been talking about what happened back in Sanford, everything that's been going on here. There were a lot of apologies from me, a few from Caitlin, and I think Laura snuck in a few sorrows too. And after much deliberation, we've all decided it would be best for everyone to stay here in the Commonwealth. From now on, I can see Laura whenever I want. And best of all, my kid finally has someone she can truly call home. Oh, and before you might stop worrying, me and Caitlin, we may be on friendly terms now, but that's all. Any romance between us, that went away long ago. Besides, I got myself the best catch in the Commonwealth. No way I'm doing anything to mess that up. Well, besides maybe handing myself over to the gunners.
Glad it turned out well.
That makes two of us. I also decided I'm gonna start shipping ASAMs down to Sanford. One of our staff said they wouldn't mind traveling down with a few crates, showing the folks there how to use them. And maybe one day I'll take a trip back there myself. See how they're getting on with things. But for the foreseeable future, I think I'll be staying right here. Still a lot of work for us to do in the Commonwealth.
I'm glad you stuck around.
Hey, and I just wanted to say thanks again. When we first met, all I cared about was building bigger and better settlements. And due to my typical rash decision-making, I'd convinced myself it was only buildings that mattered. That if we constructed enough, built large enough towns, that would get Caitlin's attention, and she'd have to bring Laura back to me. But that was never what it was about. People. That's what Laura needed. A community. That was something I didn't understand, something I didn't want to see. And if we'd never met, I'm not sure I would have figured it out. So, thank you. Thank you 100 times over. I owe you everything.
Don't be ridiculous. If it wasn't for you, we couldn't have gotten this far already.
Maybe. But you're the one who steered us in the right direction. You've been my friend, my role model, and my lover. And I can't imagine my life without you. And that's why I've decided to come join you in adventures. Keep an eye on you, make sure you don't get in any more trouble out there. That is, if you don't mind having me as a traveling companion, of course.
All right. Say I take you with me. What's that look like?
Well, when it comes to taking on bad guys, I'd say I've got a pretty decent aim. And it's only gotten better, what with everything we've gone through. I'm relatively light on my feet and can keep out of sight when I need to. Not to mention, any terminals we come across, I can hack for you no problem. So, I'm fairly certain I could be of some use to you out there.
And you got that super OP gun.
What about your responsibilities here?
At this point, most of the staff know what to do without constant reminders. And if they do need me for something, they can always just reach me by radio. Besides, with the gunner situation dealt with, I've got a lot more free time now. I'm gonna need something to keep me busy.
Your job is to stay here, not go gallivanting all around the Commonwealth.
All right, it's your call. But I'll keep it as an open invitation. If you'd ever like my company out there, just let me know. Anytime, night or day. Oh, and before I forget, I made you a little something too. A gift. Had some spare time with no more gunners to deal with. Here. I modeled it after my own. Although there are a number of differences. I hope you'll find it useful.
It's a thoughtful gift. Thank you.
You're more than welcome. Hey, listen. I don't know what the future has in store for us, but I do know that as long as you're by my side, I'm ready to face whatever comes our way. Anyway, that's everything I had to say. I think I've kept you for long enough, so I'll catch you later, hon. Stay safe out there.
Okay. I want to send Caitlin to one of the close by settlements. I think that would make sense so that Jake can visit his kid. Murkwater's terrible. What's that? Somerville place. That should work good. Although I think I might have that as an outpost. Hopefully not. And we'll send it there and we can figure it out. Hey, because we have SS2 Extended installed, we get Caitlin and Laura's house, which we can go build down there. Okay, so now the next... So I will have several pieces of epilogue content here, and they'll trigger over various times. What I want to trigger one more thing that should happen fairly quickly if I just fast travel away and back. So we'll fast travel over to there and build them their house, and then we should trigger the next little thing I want to show you guys tonight. On chapter 4, we go visit Sanford. Gunner Remnant started harassing them. Man, I would love to go to see. All I want to do to go to Texas and Fallout 4 is, or in that part of the country, you could also go to like Oklahoma or middle of Kansas, is to see a rad tornado. I think that would look amazing. They could do some seriously sick VFX for that. Yogi, is there anywhere in SS2 that uses the Silver Shroud Shack? I'm sure there is, because we have like this giant chart somewhere in our documentation where Sir Rick figured out how to use...
The gunners are at the HQ.
There we go.
They want to talk. They're in the meeting room. I wouldn't keep them waiting if I were you.
Gunners are at the HQ. You know, we gotta turn down the music volume. Holy cow. Oh, it got cranked all the way up. I thought I turned it way down. Oh, you know what? I think during the credits, I crank it all the way up just because that song is so epic. But yeah, I'm certain that we're using... There is a check available for all of the different perks available somewhere in SS2, but I don't know where that one is. That would be a Sir Rick question when he is online. Alright, let's up our build limits here. I'm going to build another multi-person and then assign that new building plan. And then we'll go back and talk to the gunners. And again, this little gunner sequence only happens if you manage to get them to surrender during that sequence before we reach Magnusson. Hey, what happened to the... Where's the foundation, guys? There it goes. Alright, that was weird. You're supposed to default to going on there. Alright, we are going to find... There we go. Caitlin and Laura's house by No Fuss, No Muss. No Fuss, No Muss designed a lot of stuff on SS2. Designed
need to get back to
most
Diamond
of the basement for HQ. Pretty much all of the world repopulation cells. I believe she designed the NLTC headquarters. She was really, really active during Chapter 2 and then some of Chapter 3. Alright, so Caitlin and Laura...
Ain't looking for trouble, I hope.
...are not here yet, so I can't assign them to it, but we can come back to that later. Alright, let's head back to HQ and talk to the gunners. And then I think that'll be all we do tonight, and then next time I play, which presumably will be next Wednesday. Wait, how close is Christmas? I feel like that's just going to sneak up on top of us at any moment now. I don't know, yeah, next Wednesday I should be good. And then we'll do the rest of the the epilogue content, because there's a couple of quests that will show up after this. Merv, oh yeah, this reminds me, I remember in the past you had talked about doing something with the Mechanist. Is that still something on your mind? Yeah, we have an idea for the Mechanist, and we actually have some dialogue written for her, but that was contingent on us recasting her, which is obviously a big deal. Like we could you could still use the lines when she's helmeted, but we'd have to re-record all of the unhelmeted lines. So we'd need to find somebody really good so that no one, and it would have to be very close to the original VA, or be so much better performance that people would be happy with the change. So we decided to shelve it, where it was just like, we could probably pull that off, but it wouldn't be an easy task. So it may still happen, but it's not something we're focused on.
Huh?
And I think the only thing we were going to do with the Mechanist is basically allow her to be a recruitable ally at various points. That was going to be what we were going to do with her. So she wouldn't have like any new quests or anything. It would just be some new dialogue to recruit her to help out if you decided to go that route with the Mechanist quest. Uh-oh.
Most prudent
Is this broken?
control of Grey Garden. They were a valuable source of mostly uncontaminated food.
Where is... Hold on a second. Showcase variable... SQ03. Oh, I don't know the name of the quest. Okay. I think we have some sort of bug here that prevented the gunners from showing up for me. And I know that I've fixed this before, so it has returned. Or it's fixed in the build that I don't have. So, hold on. Let me see if I have a save I can load back to. Yeah, back to here. So I'm going to go back to here. I'm going to save here for the end of session tonight. And I'll get this fixed. And I'll give myself a little alpha patch so that it works. But basically, Lamont is... supposed to be there right now, and she has a little surrender conversation, and we're gonna get some new unlocks because of that. So I will show you guys that next week. Obviously I have a little bug here that prevents her from showing up. There's sometimes with these envoy meetings, I'm sure you guys have seen it before, where it says there's somebody there and then you get there and no one's around, and it's just the system that runs that is pretty complicated, so probably just has a quirk for like each of the allies that can come up. They have a series of checks under the hood that have to be done to determine which NPCs show up, and clearly like I found a set of circumstances where it didn't work correctly. So let me look at the miscellaneous objectives. Okay, good. I have the meet the envoy. All right, so I am going to save here as LP day. What did we say? What did I say on the stream? 63. End of session, and I will come back to this save probably tomorrow and try and fix it. So thank you guys for joining me. I'm glad we made it to the end of chapter 3, and I hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough. But it's not quite over yet. Like I said, we're gonna go. I think I should be able to finish all of the epilogue content next week. And then we'll start discussing what the next playthrough looks like, what stuff you guys want me to do as far as, I think the things on the table are adding in add-on packs, adding in a few mods, you know, what difficulty settings I play with. Maybe, I know you guys have been wanting me to play, like, bucket up and play with survival and hardcore settings, so maybe we resurrect the hardcore playthrough, and I'll just install a mod that lets me change the survival settings a bit so that they're less frustrating. But yeah, that'll be in a couple of weeks. So next week, anticipate we'll finish up this playthrough and we'll go from there. So thank you guys for joining me. I will catch you all presumably on Sunday. And on Sunday, the plan is to play through the Doom creation in Starfield, and then because that won't take a terribly long time, then we'll likely pivot over to the Skyrim playthrough, which has been on ice for a little bit. But if I might just be in the mood to play Starfield at that point, then maybe I'll just tinker around with some Starfield stuff. We'll see. So catch you guys on Sunday. All right, take care, all.